So you're retired now. Don't need routines, don't need schedules, don't need to keep a calendar. You can stay up as late as you want, sleep as late as you want. You don't need to keep track of anything. Well, I'm telling you, we tried it the first couple of months of retirement and it just doesn't work. Routines, schedules, appointments, keeping track of all those things is just as important when you're retired as it was when you're working. And so that's what we're going to talk about in today's Walk and Talk, is the importance of keeping routine and schedules in your retired life. It can make you more focused and more successful. So let's get into it. Here we are on Retired Now What, and today we're going to talk about the importance of schedule and routine and keeping that into retirement to ensure that you stay on track, don't get bored, and are able to get all the things that you want to get done. And I'm doing this video as a walk and talk. I normally shoot all of our videos in the studio, but today I thought it would be nice to get out a little bit and talk to you while we are walking around the neighborhood. So we'll see how this goes. You know, while you were working during the many years that you were in an office or wherever you were working, but you had a routine. You had a certain time that you would get up. You had a certain time that you would do things. Certain days you would do other things. And you had a schedule. And retirement is no different. If you're going to stay on track and make sure you get everything done and keep from being bored, and also add some structure, or keep structure is a better word, because you had structure during your working years. We have found that having structure during our retirement was a must. The first phase, where we had less structure, we were just kind of staying up late and sleeping late and doing the same thing or doing nothing, and that wasn't enough structure for us. So we found it much better and much more fulfilling that we kept some structure and routine. And even though we could stay up as late as we want, and even though we could sleep as late as we want, we found that it wasn't working out for us, and we weren't enjoying life like we thought. So once we added some structure, went to bed on time. Sleep's very important, so we decided, okay, we would have a time that we would go to bed, even though we could stay up late if we want, but we would have a time that we would go to bed, and we also would have a time that we would wake up. Great part about being retired is we can choose. If we decide there was some special event that we wanted to stay up for, Super Bowl, whatever, we could definitely do that, and we could sleep as late as we want, but we needed more structure to ensure that we would stay on schedule and get everything done. And so that's kind of the purpose of today's video, is to talk about the importance of keeping that structure, maintaining it so that you can get things done and also feel like, it's not so foreign to you, because like I said in the very beginning, we did not have structure and we kind of missed that structure. So we're kind of helping other people learn from our mistake, if you want to call it that. So set yourself a calendar. We have one calendar that is the family calendar, and we put all our appointments on there. That way I'm not scheduling events when she has things going, and she's not scheduling events when I have things going, but everything goes on there. Doctor's appointments. We don't put the dog walk in the morning in our coffee, because that's every morning. So that's like the first thing we do, is we have our coffee and then we take the dog for a walk. And then we have a little bit of free time to we discuss about what we're going to do that day and what events we have coming up and what we're thinking, anything we heard on the news that day or that morning. But we discuss all that. Even if we have a tennis match or a bike ride or a doctor's appointment or a meeting with a friend, all that goes on the calendar, and you'd be surprised how fast that fills up. Since we're recently retired, we've really been focusing on our health, so we've had a lot more doctor's appointments than we normally do, just making sure everything's good. But all that stuff has to go on the calendar. Same thing with, we both play tennis. We play tennis together. We also play in men's and women's leagues, so all that stuff has to be scheduled. And then we also joined the country club here, Timberlake. We joined that. So we're playing more golf than we did before. And there's also a lot of social aspects to that club. So it's great. We can go there and we can have drinks. We can go there and we can play cards. A 9 and dine where you play 9 holes and then go have dinner. They have a paint and sip. All those kind of things to kind of take up some time, fill your day. And then even for me, Anya has her things that she does with her side gigs. And to me, just like this video, I have that on my calendar where Monday and Tuesdays, I may come up with a concept and work on a script. And then Wednesday, maybe I kind of refine everything and think about where I'm going to shoot it and kind of finalize everything. And then Thursday, I record. And Friday, maybe I edit, or if it's a quick edit, I can go ahead and upload the video on a Thursday evening or a Friday, and then that'll be kind of my week. None of those things take very long. It's not like these are things that take all day. I mean, typically I can write a script in, an hour, and then I kind of make sure I cover all the points I want to get to and kind of do it somewhat off the cuff, but making sure I'm hitting my key points. But the point of this whole video is that you've had structure during your working years, you've had a schedule, and my point is to tell you that you need to keep that. Don't get rid of that, and don't go to this thing where you just fly by the seat of your pants and stay up late every day and get up late, and I don't really care if I get anything done, because mentally it will cause problems. For us, we just felt like we're not doing anything of substance. So once we did add the routine back and set aside certain times to make sure we got everything done. I mean, even if we were going to clean like that afternoon, that's all that goes on the calendar. So you'd be surprised how full your calendar gets, even in retirement, when you put everything on there. I mean, if you're going to have lunch with someone, or if you're going to play tennis, or if you're going to go for a bike ride, it's important to put all that stuff on the schedule. And like I said, it keeps you from missing something, but also it shows you how full your day is and makes you feel like you've had a complete day. So short subject matter here, but it's just the importance of routine and schedule is still crucial in retirement for ensuring that you get everything done and you feel like you're having a complete life. Don't forget to do that, whether you do yours in writing, whether you do it in phone reminders, or whether you do it in a Google Calendar, or for us, we both have iPhones, so we do it in the calendar on the iPhone. But it's important to keep that calendar, put everything on that calendar, and still have a routine in retirement. Flying by the seat of your pants, at least for us, didn't get it done. So stick with it. And that's about all we have for today. Glad I could take you on my walk around the neighborhood and talk a little bit about routine and the importance of having a schedule. And we will see you next time. Don't forget to do something amazing today.